opponent, can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Owls ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Oregon State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Beavers! What a catch and run for 6. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And how about that? First possession, first drive, first game, first touchdown. Impressive way to start.
And so many emotions for these players, right? All the build-up, all of the expectations, all of the nerves coming into this game, and you're able to stay poised, take the football, march it down the field, and score on the opening drive like that. That is impressive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Rice's offense will go to work for the first time today. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Rice rushes to the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Offense in the hurry up. Off play action on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misfire, now on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oregon State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it just plowing ahead. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Owls headed quickly to the line. He wants to throw here on second down. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. On the ground with the counter. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the...
Running toward the tape. He now has 61 yards on the ground in the 1st quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Fires to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Power football with the run. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Beavers!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get it through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
On second down, looking again to throw. Buying some time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. A first down for the offense. They move the tight end all over. Looking for room, it's Harris. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Rice rushes to the line. Keep it on the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Between the uprights, it's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Looking to move it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount.
And that's a live ball. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead is still full. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll test the right side. At the 40, there he goes. Open runway ahead. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well give it to him again. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Beavers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The run to the left. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Nielsen. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Barney. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's got his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Rice. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
On target. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Dialing up the second down pass play. It's complete on the right side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Beavers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Beavers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
Tackled, but he has a first down. Rice rushes to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Yeah, he chews up yards. Now, that is really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you could tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground, and there wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? It's a draw. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He's got the tight end. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing from that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're... Touchdown! Oh! And here they come, almost all the way back. Looking for the 2-point try. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it away.
He wants to throw it again. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown!
Yeah, we can miss the fucking tackle. This having another game full of shit, bro. They could miss the tackle.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing
come on,
if they
guys.
get down in this area of
Y'all
the
make them miss the
field,
fucking
he
tackle.
can get
Yeah.
it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it,
He'll take a deep shot here. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Running with power. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of... First down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking for a crease to the left. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
and man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up by 20 over Oklahoma State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Rice rushes to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Looking for more room. The 40. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You want... was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after three. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Beavers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Rice rushes to the line. They go to the counter. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end.
Come on, 15.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Harris. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. The ball pops out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain its 1st down rights.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in 4th speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
It'll be a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the 1st down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too.
Let's go.
Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that 1st down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward.
Well, and I love